What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is healthy and well today. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, I bring to you some more Bondi videos. Today, we'll be checking out the brave lifeguards that jumped into action, leaped, sprung, whatever you want to say, right into action because they were just so brave and bold. And they was like, you know what? Just because we're lifeguards don't mean we should only be saving your life out there in the ocean, huh? We could be doing it right here on the pavement or wherever, whenever that help is needed. And that's exactly what they did, our brave lifeguards. Well, I keep saying our as if I live in the country. See, I be including myself. I'm so lonely. But you know, our brave lifeguards that jumped into action to save these people. I had no idea about this, you know? I had this saved in the watch later a few days ago because I wanted to check it out. This was not recommended, but I've been reading the comments. A lot of people have been helping out, you know, Samaritans and stuff. Rest in peace to the old man that actually lost his life. He was throwing bricks at one of the shooters. He was throwing bricks. Imagine getting hit with a brick. How was you even able to pull the trigger? I mean, I would have hit you in your head so hard, you wouldn't even know your name. Like, rest in peace. Because he's a real one. And I believe he was with his family as well. He was throwing bricks trying to save people, you know? The shooter seen him and took him out. That's like. But he went out a hero. He went out a hero. And that's what he'll forever be known as, a hero. Sucks though, like for real. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Shout out to A Current Affair. I've been keeping up with this all weekend. Maybe I haven't been recording all weekend, but I have been keeping up with it. I've been reading up on the news updates, social media posts. I've been checking the feed, checking the comment section, recommendation links, and seeing like, is there any more videos out there that we could react to? I really didn't want to stress this topic too much because I don't want anyone to think that we're you know, trying to extort in any type of way reacting to this because it's you know, something trending right now around the world. Because something like this in Australia doesn't just happen, you know? It doesn't happen that often. This is crazy. I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to, you know, make these videos for money, this and that. That's why I held off a couple days. This may be the last video I make on this, unless there's other videos you guys want me to recommend. But who's to say, like, hey, Strac, you only react to like 2-3 videos of this and that's it. Like, man, if I want to educate myself, I want to educate the people on this, I can. You know, I make as much videos as I want. Because these people are heroes. I feel like each and every single one of them should be glorified. I'm serious, you know? Every single one of them need to be noticed. Can I make that happen on this channel? Yeah, oh, yo, most definitely. But, you know, again, I don't want anybody to just think like, man, he's really making a lot of content on this right here. Making a lot of Bondi Beach content, you know, that maybe he's just trying to run it up. I'm not. This is exactly why the internet, man. The internet's undefeated. You guys know. The internet's undefeated. This may be the last video, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Because we got some other videos, amazing videos that I want to check out, this and that. But before we get to moving on, I want to check out these lifeguards. It really does suck. I even seen these when all the people paddled out into the ocean, hundreds of people. I seen that. Man, this really sucks. Like
the beach is their home,
like, oh
their
my
office,
gosh,
and their happy place. And the lifeguards at Bondi won't let anything change that. They were among the first to leap into action on Sunday. They didn't think twice, protecting the people and the place they love. Today, they're doing the same.
real ones, man.
A
Real
moment
ones.
of comfort after what's been the hardest few days of not just their careers, but their lives.
Still lots to process, speaking to all the boys and hanging out with them, just processing it in our own way, taking our time and just speaking to each other about it.
Lifeguard Rory Davey is debriefing with his mates and colleagues who were there when terror broke out on Bondi.
It's a tragic thing that's happened, but like for me, my safe space is the water down there, so I've got in this morning and it's just made me feel a bit better.
Hopper, how's everybody doing today?
Oh, look, after an incident like that, everybody's a bit rattled and we're trying to come to terms with what happened. And so it's something that is out of the ordinary and the guys are trying to deal with it the best they can.
Bondi Lifeguard Coordinator Bruce Hopkins, better known as Hoppo, couldn't be more proud of his team. Lifeguards don't usually like being called heroes, but today there's no better way to describe them.
How brave they were to run in and be helping people and treating them and resuscitation in the moments where the gunmen are still firing bullets. It's an amazing effort.
When the sound of gunfire rang out on Sunday, our life...
What? That was so depressing to see just now. He was so eager to pull that. He was so eager, like, zoom in, he probably had a smile on his face. Like, that was disgusting. I'm not gonna rewind, but
guards ran straight into the danger.
What type of artillery was this? What type of artillery was this? Because the first man we checked out in the hospital got hit twice. I think it was a shoulder, arm, close up. So, well, at least mid distance. It wasn't super close up, but it was like a close up distance, you know. What type of bullets are these? You know, what type of guns are these guys? Well, were these guys using? Did they come out with multiple guns, or did they just have one? Because it seems that once he took that one weapon, it was over. They didn't come with no backup weapons and stuff, right?
It's absolute chaos, and in that moment, none of them knew how many gunmen there were, where they were, or whether they would be fired at, did they? But they didn't hesitate.
No, didn't hesitate. They didn't know. There could have been 10 gunmen. There were bullets going everywhere. People were getting hit while they were trying to do the CPR. Without any second thought, they ran straight in to help as many as they could.
People getting hit while trying to perform CPR? Bro, that is like... What? Bro, that's so damn cruel.
Lifeguard Jackson Doolan was at Tamarama Beach, almost 2 kilometres away. He ran to Bondi, barefoot, defibrillator in tow.
That's extraordinary, isn't it? And it's become an iconic picture of the heroism of that day.
Yeah, extraordinary to think of, you know, I'm just going to grab it. It's not a short distance either from Tamarama, running barefoot to Bondi and carrying all that gear.
Yeah.
You know, that shows the passion of the lifeguards. They want to help their fellow lifeguard. They want to help people that are in trouble.
Rescue boards became makeshift stretchers. The local clubhouse transformed into a triage centre.
I can do this.
Tommy Woodruff was off duty, but he got straight to work, rendering first aid to a young man hit in the leg.
Nice.
A police officer was shot close by.
He was only probably 50 metres to 100 metres from the gunman at that time, and it was easily he could have been shot as well, but jumped in and to help the police woman.
Down at the water, Rory Davey jumps in to save swimmers struggling in the panic.
They ran into where the rips were. People were starting to drown, and he's run into the water while the bullets are still getting fired, and he's pulling people in and rescuing.
Wait. They wasn't shooting out into the ocean, right? They wasn't shooting out into the ocean too, were they? Did they have scopes on these weapons? Panicking. I'm like, why you out? You know, cause like, guys, I can understand a panic attack where you're so scared that your body locked up. You could be a pro swimmer, and who knows? You probably have never been in that situation before, have never witnessed it, and you're sitting there thinking like, wait, I could be next. Wait a minute, you know, and your body could give out. And yeah, you probably could drown, pass out. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you probably could. Especially if they're throwing bullets into the ocean now, that makes it even worse. I'm panicking. I gotta swim underwater for how long? And I don't know if you're waiting for me if I get out this ocean. Like, this is like, wow. Best believe Bondi Beach is about to have, I'm talking about security. People on roofs and stuff, probably, right? No? Uh, I mean, I don't know. You guys could sink that much money into security all year round. Maybe not, because this was like a targeted terrorist thing. Who's to say it's gonna happen again there? Yet again, that'll make that investment a waste of money. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know how Australia's gonna go about it. That's gonna be the interesting thing. I know it's not gonna divide Australia. It's been doing nothing but bringing the people even more together. The two men that thought, oh, let's do this and da 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 da. It didn't even divide the country. It brought the people together, and it made you two look even more stupid.
Rescue them.
Meanwhile,
Run into the water while the bullets are still getting fired, and he's pulling people in and rescue them.
Real
swimmers
one.
huddle behind a patrol buggy as Lucas Street Wong keeps watch.
Whole beach sort of spread and huddle behind the buggy, and then we were kind of like, all right, we're sort of here for the people. They need us as well right now. At that stage, it was complete unknown. Like, that was the scariest part. We didn't know how many shooters there were, where they were, who they were targeting. It was just crazy to see the hysteria on the beach and so many people just scared for their lives.
If they target Jewish people, how they know who was Jewish then? At that point, weren't they just targeting anybody? Right? I understand it was on Hanukkah, the first day of Hanukkah, but who? I mean, okay, they did say targeted specifically Jewish people, but like, who's to say they hit all Jewish people? Do we have a clarification for that? I mean, at that point, I feel like they would just throw bullets at anyone. I'm like, what my camera look like?
This is your patch, this is your beach, this is a place of joy and family, and it's sickening, isn't it? Like, how are you coping with it?
Oh, look, it's tough to deal with. You've grown up in the area all your life, and you never think something is going to happen like this. And worked there, and it's a credit to Daniel McLaughlin, who was the coordinator on the day, coordinated everybody and got them up into the park, and Michael Jenkinson and Mario and all the other guys that were running in. It's a credit to them, and makes me proud to be a part of that team, and shows that the training we do and the experience has really paid off in this incident.
Beachgoers have returned to Bondi and lifeguards back to work, reclaiming the place that brings them so much joy, just 3 days after it was changed forever.
The Jewish community suffered great loss. The Australian community suffered great loss. And that's something that we truly, really want to put out there, that from us, we are so sorry that this has happened.
Lifeguard coordinator Daniel McLaughlin.
We want those flags up, and we want everyone back there, because the beach is for everyone. It always has been, and it always will be.
I'm getting together with these boys, and the amount of support we're getting from the public and the team has just been overwhelming. Seriously, it's like almost emotional part of it as well, just getting all that out.
We are so extraordinarily grateful, and you look after those boys, and I know that we'll all look after each other.
We'll look after each other and make sure we all come out the other end and get back down the beach and save people's lives, which is what we love doing.
How lucky are we to have such extraordinary people looking after us every day? Stay with us. We're going to be...
No, 10 of the 15 victims.
Like, this is
The
crazy,
beach
man. That was the video. That was the brick thing I was telling you about, the brick video. That was the brick video. I would love to react to that right after this, but I'm not gonna lie. Like keep it in this video type of thing, but we're gonna leave it right here. Shout out to all the heroes. Rest in peace to all the heroes that lost their lives, all the people that was helping out during the madness, and they're still alive. I don't even know how people are out there on that beach 3 days later, bro. Like I just don't even know. I would be traumatized. Like, I understand you can't be scared. You got to be strong, and you're not gonna divide us. You're not gonna make the people scared and not, enjoy what belongs to all of us, ruin what was brought to us in this world and what our countries, stands on. Man, we got the beaches. We come on, Australia got beaches. The sceneries. Like, should I keep going down the list? This is stuff that y'all look forward to. So seeing people out there is like, you know what, man, they got that pride. Ain't nothing stopping them. I would just be so traumatized. Like, every time you go there, or anytime somebody brings up that name now or speaks of it, what comes to mind? Is that going to come to mind? Is that going to be the first thing that comes to mind? Or is it going to be back to normal? Of course it'll never go back to normal. So it's like, I don't know. This really ruined it for a lot of people because I know not everybody will return. Like, I can't speak for everyone to say that they will return, but I can't speak for everyone saying that they won't. But I know it's going to be, split. And it really does suck. You could just ruin something like targeted. Now, how do we know specifically that the Jewish people were targeted? How do you come out to the beach and say, we're going to target Jewish people? How do you determine who's Jewish? How can you tell? That's like the craziest profile I've ever, how can you tell who's Jewish or not? Brother, how can you tell who's Jewish? Huh? That's why it don't make no sense. I'm like, they just went out there trying to just gun people down. Is it like, was it a specified target? It seemed like it was just an open hit for everyone. It's just open season. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I'm gonna definitely keep up with the court cases and stuff, like now off camera. See what happens, how much time, with charges and this that. I'm gonna definitely, yeah. What shooter lost a life? Was it the father or the son? Either or, it's like, look, now you lost your father, or it's now you lost your son. Huh? Well, and now you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison, and then you're gonna have the people in prison know about what you did before you even get in there. Because best believe CEOs and everybody run their mouth. They hear the news. They got the news in prison. You coming in there? Oh, yeah. You better hope they put you in protective custody. Because you might not even have to do your full sentence. You might not even have to do the full sentence. Them inmates gonna handle. Yeah. Yo, bro. Especially if they got family. Like, especially, like, what if they family was out there or they family was... It's gonna be bad. Like, life will never be the same for that one person because there's only one alive. It will never be the same again. Never, ever, ever be the same again. Everyone stay safe. Thank you so much for joining me today to check out this video. Keep me updated in the comments like you guys always do. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, don't share this video to your friends and family members. Anybody you feel should be updated, or you want them to stay in the loop or join the community, or you want them to be involved and educate your boy in the comments. Please feel free to include them into the community, into the family, man. Feel free to check out my Twitch in the description, guys. Stay safe. Stay safe. That's all I'm gonna say. Just stay safe. I say that every single video. Stay safe. And this is reasons why I literally say stay safe, everyone. It really does suck, man. Everyone, I hope to catch you all in the next one. Please feel free to check out my Twitch so you don't miss out on any topics like this. Maybe we may go through on live or just anything in general. And yeah. New Year's is coming up, and New Year's is gonna be better, fulfilled with nothing but positivity. We're gonna prosper through the year and be great. Everyone, I'm talking about the whole world, man. No negativity, man. For real. Every single year, let's focus more on pushing the negativity away. So when things like this does happen, we can continue. What? Because like I said, in the country I come from, it'll be a struggle off. Like most people hear it, they say, oh, whatever. You hear about shooting every day. What are you gonna do? That's literally the response. That's the damn responses we get in the U.S. That's the responses I get. And what you gonna do about it? We hear about it every day. It's the world we live in. Oh, I can. It's this world. That's why I gotta get there. That's why I gotta get out. That's why I gotta get the hell out. You know, that's the world I live in. Don't mean it's the whole world. Because stuff like this happening in your country is not a shrug off. We got people still getting together, forming this, like helping each other out. Like this will never be forgotten. It will never be a shrug off. And I know Australia's going to do everything in their effort to prevent this from happening again. Unlike just, whatever. Stay safe, everyone. I love you all, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.